Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to install Parrot voice in hypervisor. So for downloading the hypervisor, this is a link so where we can download automatically, which is a free version, and it's actually we use to do pen testing or ethical hacking purpose. So in the Parrot voice versions, we have multiple versions like home editions and security edition, cloud edition, and IoT purposes, and for including Raspberry Pi also. For But the thing is here, every edition is having a different sizes. If you see over here, home edition is having 2.3 GB and security edition is having 4.5 GB. Just it's because it's almost having a lot of security tools for doing pen testing and everything. And moreover, even black hat hackers also use this one only mainly instead of Kali Linux, because in the Kali Linux we have to install all the tools whatever we require, but in the Parrot OS by default itself only it comes and every tool, most of the tools, and you can down I mean you can customize all the tools or including interface also for this Parrot OS. If you go for cloud edition, it's having multiple versions again in this one. And in the cloud edition, you can see over here cloud, architecture edition, hack the box edition, Docker image, or whatever that might be, and IoT also, including IoT. And even if you want to use in Raspberry Pi devices, then you can use this one also. But now I'm going to download security editions because I'm a pen tester. And moreover, it's nothing. For downloading, you can simply use download button or torrent button if you are having torrent. As of now, I'm not having any torrent, so I'm going to use only download. But I have already downloaded, so I'm going to cancel this one. So which I have already kept over here in Parrot OS. So let's get started with directly installing the Hyper-V. So now I'm going to open my Parrot. Sorry, I'm going to open my Hyper-V. For this one, I'm going to select new virtual machine. So I'm installing for Parrot, right? So I'll give virtual name, virtual machine name as a Parrot. If you wanna store, in other directories, we can store anywhere. So as of now, I'm going to select in D drive, which I have already created. So if you see over here in the Parrot, it's not having anything. So I'll select this one. It's a which installations will be in this one, and now we can select any generation, either generation 1 or generation 2. So I am sticking with generation 1. So here itself, so here we can use RAM. Minimum requires only 500, 300 to 500 MB, but I'm giving to it around 4 GB. 4 GB, yes, okay, whatever, 4 GB. And I'm going to give my default network connection, default switch, and we can use, we can give any much of space. So instead of 127, I'll give only 80. And moreover, it's going to install on D only. So it's going to create virtual hard disk. So now I have to select my ISO image. Wherever the parrot is located. So I'm going to browse that one. Software, where is it? Yes, here it is, a parrot. So now I have selected the parrot ISO file in installation paths. So I'm clicking next, and here is the finish. So now it's going to create just machine VHD and installations and everything in the Hyper-V, but it's not installed yet. But for before that, I'm going to increase the processors. By default, it will take only one processor. but I'm going to increase 1 to I'm giving 4 processors because I'm having 6 cores, so logically it will goes to 12. So I'm having enough processors to configure in this one. Even my system is having 16 GB of RAM, so I can give up to 8 GB. I mean, not up to 8 GB. I can give more than that one also, but I'm sticking with 4 GB only plus 4 processors. I'm applying the settings. I'm clicking on OK. So just simply clicking on start. That's it. Double click on that one. Now it is going to start the virtual machine. So at starting we have to try to install, try and install only. Now it will up. Now it will start the installation. But the thing is, it's not the original installation. It's just it will install as a live boot only. Once it opens, you people will get to know about this one. See, under 1 minute itself only it's got already opened. But it's not a. This is not a original installation. It's a live installation. But in the live installation also, you can get everything, tools and everything. See applications or what, everything you will be getting. But original installation will be starts now because here what you can see over here parrot symbol. I mean parrot desktop symbol. So we have to double click on this here. Install parrot is there, right? So we have to double click on that one. So then after it will start the original installation. But it will take at least 5 to 10 minutes of time. So for that one, before that one, we need to give locations and our language which we can understand. So as of now, I can go by default location itself only because we can change it anywhere. I mean, at any time we can change. We can select. I mean, we have to select the keyboard and partitions. I'm sticking with single disk only. I'm sticking with the single disk only. That's not an issue with me. I mean, not at all issue to me. So I'm clicking the next. And what is your name? I'll give my name as cyber, cyber virtual mission, and the password will be same cyber only. I'm giving. We can go. I mean, if you want to select this one, I mean, log into automatically without asking password. That's up to you. So and click on the next, and once you are done with that one, you just simply click on install option. Installation will start now. So it will take around 5 to 10 minutes of time. Meanwhile, you can take a cup of coffee or whatever you can just take a relax and take a break. But I'm not going to stop this one because some people are asking why you people are stopping in the middle of the videos or something like that. So I'm not going to stop over here. I'm sticking this one only. And one of the most important thing is this is the very easiest ways to install within, I mean, without any knowledge also any person can install this OS because we don't have to give all the things like if if you go for Windows installation that is having different scenario, and if you go for Kali Linux, it will be having little bit difficulty for installing and for creation of those partitions and giving the swap partitions and everything. But over here in the Parrot, we don't have to give all those things. I mean, if we can give, but it's not that much of complicated OS because it's a lightweight OS. And one more thing is, it is, I mean, it doesn't require hardware acceleration or it doesn't require graphical processors also. I mean, not the graphical processor, graphic cards for running all the complex, complicated tools. Of course, it is a GUI interface only, but it doesn't require any kind of graphic cards or hardware acceleration. Without those things also, it runs very smoothly. And moreover, it is free and in this era, this is one of the best OS for doing the testing and everything. And if you people notice over here, installation is still going on. It's still 6% only completed. And I'm installing this in hard disk. That's why it's taking time. If you people are having SSDs, it won't take that much of time because SSDs runs very fast and those will be, I mean, 17 to 20 times faster than hard disk. And moreover, my hard disk speed is 7200 RPM, but still, it's taking, I mean, it is lagging for installation when comparing to other machines, but this is a little bit fast only because I'm not installing in my SSD because I'm having only 128 GB of SSD, so I don't want to pack it with all kind of unnecessary things. And moreover, for this Parrot OS, it doesn't require SSD also. We can run it in basic hardware also. That's the matter. But if you go for Kali Linux, it requires little bit of advanced hardware as well as some kind of SSDs. Of course, you can go by hard disks also. But if you use hard disk, it will hang sometimes. But if you go for this Parrot, it, as per my knowledge, till now I haven't seen anywhere it got hang. Even while installing this also we can run, I mean we can run all the applications in the background itself only. If you want, I can show you over here. See, anything we can run for pen testing. All the applications we are having, these are the applications are directly which we are going to get all those things. You see, it is having around 4,88,791 files, but still we are at 1,80,000 only. More 3 lakhs to go. And till now it's done only 18%. And because one more thing is I have selected for security edition, and this is the one of the biggest size in a OS. I mean in the Linux edition only. I'm not comparing with Windows editions or Mac OSs because Windows server editions are around 6 GB, and if you go for Mac OS like Monterey in the Mac Monterey edition, it is around 16 GB. One of the most complicated OS for installations or anything. Mac OS, Mac Monterey is one of the most complicated OS. But people used to say Mac is a secure thing, but I don't think Mac is a secure thing. Cubes and tails are the most secure voices. And if you are a beginner, this is the best thing to start with the Parrot voice itself, Parrot voice only, instead of going for Kali Linux. Because in the Kali Linux, for all the tools, we have to install by manually only by using sudo app. I mean sudo apt get install some tool name whatever that might be, or you have to download repository from the GitHub or somewhere else. But in the Parrot OS, by default itself only all the tools it's getting installed. That's why the OS size is it's a 4.5 GB, and if you go for Kali Linux, it is only around 2 point some 8 or 9 GB. Maybe we can approximately, I mean, round it off as a 3 GB. Now it seems almost completed. It's going very fast now because all the packs are extracted and it's just configuring all the whatever the packets are extracted from the main source file. Now it is installing the bootloaders in Hyper-V itself only. And one more thing over here, instead of going for VMwares, I suggest you to go with Hyper-Vs, because with the hypervisors you will get direct acceleration. I mean hardware acceleration to your hypervisors, which which can run very smoothly without hanging or anything. But if you go by VMwares, those are not at all providing that much of hardware acceleration to run VMs in a VMwares. So if your RAM is not at all running properly, then you will get you will get disturbance or hesitate to work, and moreover, we won't be getting that much of interest to work if our machines are not working properly. So for that purpose, my suggestion is go with this Hyper-V. Now it is removing unnecessary packs, which is a waste of space occupied by hard disk. Not the hard disk as of now. It creates only VHD. I mean, after once creation of this VHD, we can copy that VHD and we can directly attach that VHD in anywhere. I mean, in other Hyper-Vs also, not only in this machine. We can directly attach that VHD in some other virtualizers. I mean, without any kind of installations, directly attach and just it's like a plug and play only. And as the people know, for just small example, uh, if you want to use Tor browser in Kali Linux, we have to install it. But over here, uh, in Parrot, we can directly get the Tor browser by default installed. Where is it? I'll show you that one. I mean, these all are kind of MS Office. I mean, we people know about the MS Office like PowerPoint, Word, Excel, all those things. In that, in the Kali Linux, we have to install all those things. But over here, it's by default itself only. It's already installed. See, if you go for Internet tab, you see all these things: BitTorrent, Tor, and Onion Share, which we can directly connect to darknet by using these onion. I mean, not the onion share, not the onion, by using this onion share. It's also kind of a browser, like using, it uses DuckDuckGo. See, it's already having inbuilt graphic. So that's why it doesn't require any kind of graphic cards in our main machines. And if you go for pen testers, like doing pen testing or ethical hacker or black hat or white hat or gray hat, these are all the tools for reverse engineering and all the things. By default itself only, it is already installed all the tools. It's completely set of a pack and packed with all the things. Only it will take time for while installing. Once installation is done, then it won't take that much of time to run anything. It runs like a rocket. We are still at 88 and 94 and done. Now installation has done. Let's see what are all those things in advanced modes, terminal mode, RAM mode. What is this one? Fall safe mode. I mean, this fall safe mode is nothing but a, I mean, we just need to, I mean, it simply does our location changes from one place to another place, and it is also acts like a temporary VM. That's a fault OS. That's it, guys. This is the thing. Mm, no. So I'm shutting it down. Once it shuts down, now See, that's it, guys. So we are install the Parrot OS successfully in our machine. So